Hi, Thomas T. Wartell, WGTF and PGA Professional here. Just wanted to follow up. I'm getting some great feedback on some of the last videos I've been sending. And I had a question from a colleague and fellow professional in the Netherlands. And his question was a follow-up to my spine angle video that we just recently released. His question was, as golfers who lack flexibility or as they get older, what can you do when they lack that flexibility? Well, obviously some of the first things to start with is how to regain flexibility. So sometimes it's just a question of getting the muscles to remember what they used to do, okay? So as we tend to age, we tend to not use our muscles or stretch our muscles as we did before. So obviously what I recommend is a program of stretching, yoga, any of these types of exercises to try to increase flexibility. They say as you get older, you should actually be doing more stretching, more flexibility exercises. So that being said, let's a quick test. One quick test to show you how well your flexibility is you can lay down on your back like this. Back nice and flat, feet on the ground, and see if you can touch your hands to the ground right here. If you can't quite get there, that's an indication that there's a flexibility issue. There's also, you can just test simple like this. How far can you go down? Also, how much rotation this way, how much rotation somebody has here, okay? These are all kinesiology questions, and there's thousands of websites and exercises you can do to regain that. Okay, so say somebody is working on their flexibility and they're not quite there yet, so they need some help. Okay, as we get older, we tend to lose our ability to turn here. Okay, so maybe they don't quite get as much turn. So ideally, you want to get a nice tour player turn like this. In my opinion, there's three sources of power in the golf swing. There is the proper wrist action. Okay, so just the wrist action. The second one is the pressure shift, how the pressure shifts through the golf swing. Okay, and then the third one is the ability to turn. One thing we don't really lose as we get older is the ability to use our wrist properly. So there's a tremendous amount of power that can be gained just right here. Second thing is we don't really lose the ability to properly shift. And I don't mean shift like this. This is what you see golfers who lack flexibility. They'll shift this way, and then they'll move up like this. And a lot of times when you see somebody moving up like this, it's because they lack flexibility. Okay, so in my opinion, it's more important to maintain the spine angle to maintain proper impact position, okay? So I would rather have a shorter backswing and maintain a spine angle rather than a longer backswing and losing the spine angle. So that being said, let's talk about some ways to keep your power up or keep your contact while maintaining your spine angle as you get older with lack of flexibility. So remembering that proper wrist action creates a lot of the club head speed. If we just add a little bit of a weight shift here, you'd be surprised how far you can hit the ball like this. And a lot of great senior golfers actually only swing here through. Now, if you have somebody who's struggling and they can't really get a finish here, you can always add what I call the Gary Player finish. And it lets them go through. So imagine this drill. We call that the walkthrough drill, okay? So here, nice wrist set, walk through. You don't have to rush the hands, but let them release, gain some power here. Okay, let's see, let's take a look at this. In addition, rotate your lead foot a few more degrees open, and this gives your hips, pelvis, more room to rotate through the shot. I hope these tips will help. Please keep the questions coming from my golf professional friends and students from around the world. You can also contact your local golf professional. I'm sure we can give you some great tips and ideas to help your golf swing this time. Thanks, guys.